Hey viewers, welcome back to the channel. Chicken brooder update for you. So this video, I'm going to show you a couple things I built to make the brooder a little bit better. So if you haven't seen the previous video, go watch that because that details kind of the basics. Things I've done to make things a little easier. One thing I noticed is that they will kind of trash up their food and water pretty quick. Just getting bedding in there and whatever, and you gotta clean it out periodically. It's a pain. So what I did is I built this little platform, and this is totally not my idea. I mean, random YouTube searching, you find people doing this all the time. This is just what I did. And so built this little platform. This is 3/4 MDF because that's what I had. Probably not the best material. If you've got one, solid 1x or plywood, it's probably better, but I had a bunch of this, and so it's a good use of scraps. So 3/4 inch 1x material, and then you can kind of just held together with pocket screws there. I mean, very, very simple. And then hardware cloth. It's like 1/2 inch hardware cloth over the top, and it raises the food and water up a little bit out of the bedding, and it helps them to not trash it up as bad. They still will, but I mean, you're talking, it cuts it down by probably 20, a fourth, right, of what it was. So it's a lot better. So I highly recommend that. And then the other thing I did was I built a lid for this because they're getting bigger, and so keeping them from flying out eventually was a goal. So I built a lid to where we can watch them, but as you can see, it will keep them contained. Now for my part, what I did, as you can see here, my gantry that I showed you earlier, the lamp will not, hangs too low, right, for the lid to be on there. And so I've weaned them off the lamp. I started just having it at night and off during the day, and it's warm enough here, and I think the chicks are old enough now where I don't think they need it. I watched them periodically, check on them throughout the day, and they don't seem huddled up. They seem to be very comfortable just in the ambient temperature running around. And so so we're not doing the heat lamp, and I figured, hey, if I can kind of harden them off a little, if I'm doing a little too early, maybe, but it seems like they're doing okay, and it'll only make them more resilient. So so we're doing a heat lamp, and I'm in Oklahoma in we're April. So I mean, you're talking 60, 70 degrees, 80 degrees in the high sometimes, and they're in a garage, and so it gets a little warmer. So they seem to be doing just fine. This lid, same kind of pattern, 3/4 inch MDF, held together with pocket screws and just what scrap I had lying around that I could cut up and use. But you'll notice here, look at it's kind of bowing and bending where you got cracks there on the MDF. So this is not the best material for this, but it's what I had, and I got enough scrap to build this thing, at least 1 or 2 more times over if I had to. So we'll see how this goes, and if I need to repair it, I can, and eventually maybe rebuild it with 1x if I want to. So, but that's all I got. Just an update to show you the additional things to build, to make your brooding life a little easier. One thing to note, kind of get up under here, you can kind of see, sorry, I'm doing this one, staples. You just staple the hardware cloth there to the, to the wood. Those are just normal, like, what are they, T52, T7, normal staples, right? Normal staples that you shoot out of a staple gun, nothing bigger or heavy duty, and they work just fine. Just use a lot of them. So in my case, I had a Harbor Freight pneumatic stapler that made quick work of all this. So highly recommend that. For Harbor Freight tools, that thing is awesome. So highly recommend that for this job. They're like, what, 20 bucks for an air stapler, at half the cost of anything you'd buy elsewhere, and it gets the job done. Have zero issues with it with mediocre maintenance. So, okay, that's all I got. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.